much of the youth, them blood is spilling. Instead of killing, the soil I will be tilling. I just strictly love I'll be giving. No more hatred, cause life is just for living. All my trespasses will be forgiven. This is for my fallen fighters now who are missing. So much trouble in the world. Jah protect the boys and the girl.
In 2008, I had an engineering firm with 46 degree engineers doing new product development in automotive. And if you remember back then, oil was going through the roof. And I'd watch the news every night and just get disgusted at all this wealth pouring out of our country. And one day I decided instead of getting frustrated, I'd go out and do something about it, and this is the result.
Its claim to fame is it gets 84 miles per gallon. It's engineered for a top safety rating. Its sticker price is only $6,800, and it has 90% North American content. At highway speeds, most of your fuel goes to moving air. We're half as wide, we move half as much air, so we get double the mileage. There's no magic. Elio is an and vehicle. Buy your SUV to fit your family, but have an Elio too to drive back and forth to work.
As a product, it's compelling, but as a project, it's compelling, right? After 5 years of sales, we can reduce total U.S. gas consumption by 0.35%. That's a meaningful number. And that changes our carbon footprint and it changes our reliance on foreign oil. Yeah, the reaction to the project's been overwhelming.
So Marble is a dedicated team of engineers and designers who are really passionate about the project and passionate about the idea of short-range transportation and sustainable transportation. Whether it's commuting to work, getting to the subway or bus stop, running errands, or trying to just get across the college campus, short trips and urban travel have always been frustrating. In a car, we have to deal with traffic, parking, and of course, rising fuel costs. On a bicycle, we work up a sweat and then have to find a safe place to lock it up. we felt there had to be a better way to handle these short trips. Our goal at Marvel was to create the lightest electric vehicle in the world, but also with an amazing user experience. We have spent the last 2 years dedicated to crafting and refining our Marvel electric skateboard, the lightest electric skateboard in the world. With an amazing team, modern technology, and support from our community, we built the Marvel board to be simple to use, efficient, and of course, exhilarating to ride. The Marvel electric skateboard is the lightest electric skateboard in the world. It weighs only 9.9 pounds. With one full charge, the board goes 10 miles. That's not 10 testing in the lab miles, it's real world conditions. Most of our test riders are actually getting over 10 miles per charge. The question we get most is, how fast does it go? Well, it is one of the fastest electric skateboards. It has over 2,000 watts of power and will hit speeds of up to 20 miles an hour. It can actually hit 20 miles an hour even going uphill. We realize that 20 miles an hour is pretty quick, so we have designed the board settings to be completely customizable through a smartphone app. Our app, that we call the dashboard, lets you set exactly what you want your top speed to be and determine the level of acceleration that best suits your riding style. This allows you to perfectly tune the board to your needs. If you want, you can even directly control the throttle of the board from our dashboard app, which will allow you to leave the wireless handheld controller at home. We were able to achieve all of this by using state-of-the-art carbon fiber and Kevlar composites to create the deck design that completely encases and protects every bit of the electronics, as well as the battery cells. On top of that, we're using incredibly efficient 3-phase DC motors. Battery technology very similar to what you would find in the Tesla Model S. Our custom electronics are being manufactured for us right here in the United States. And finally, everything is assembled, tested, quality controlled, and shipped from our facility here in Tampa, Florida.
Here we're at HPC headquarters. We're looking at our standard cruiser, HPC Cruiser right here. Great bike to go. But Chris, you actually were telling us that you're actually creating a super cruiser, which is going to be a long distance bike. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we've had a lot of our clients really like high power, and they're into the high power scene. And but lately, a lot more people have been asking us, more elderly people that don't really care about the super high 5,000 watt power systems. They want something that's powerful, more powerful than commercially available off-the-shelf e-bike that can get up the hills, but also long range. So we're going to launch what's called the HPC Super Cruiser, and that's going to come standard with a 100-mile true range. So a 2,000 watt-hour battery to propel you at 18 miles an hour. So, 26 mile an hour top speed, but on the road, limited federal limits, 20 miles an hour. So if you were to cruise at 18 to 20 miles an hour, you could probably get around 100-mile true range, which is quite incredible. And it's going to have an option to have the HPC Elite battery upgrade, which will get you 135-mile range with the same bike, and I think it's going to be quite popular pretty soon. And we're going to offer the same thing with the women's cruiser bike as well. So you can have matching super long range electric bikes. And the pack right here is what's going to help accomplish this. We're going to have a rear rack with a pannier right here, and basically you're going to have the batteries in the front section, in the frame bag, and in the rear, and these side panniers are going to be open for school books, for sweaters, for your lunch, for anything. And then there's quite a bit of capacity because you have both sides completely open. So it's going to be quite nice. You can get even small groceries with it.
So it looks like right here you have the ladies version right here, which has the rear rack on there, correct? So this rack right here is what that side panel bag plus the center bag, which you're holding right there, is going to go on. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
That's going to be on both bikes, both the ladies and men's version bike.
Yep.
So the battery life, we're looking at 3 to 4 different batteries that will be going with the Super Cruiser, and we're looking at 100 to 135 mile range of the bike. So if you're looking at traveling and you need to get to work and back and not have to worry about battery life, the Super Cruiser's for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is about as long range as you can possibly get anywhere on the market, and we're launching it pretty soon. Awesome. Well, guys, check out soon. This bike is or will be available. We're doing a launch, so you've heard it first right here at High Trek Cycles. The new Super Cruiser that's coming out. Stay tuned.